and forced them to watch while they violated your mother. They are the demons who forced hot coal down your brother's throat. They are the ghouls who dragged your sister away and forced her to live in slavery, humiliation, and despair. Don't fight the rage. Let it hold you in its grip. Let it guide the deadly sweep of your sword. Because it is the torch of rage that will guide your way to victory.
This is where he was training the minders. The slavers must have taken them. They were taken, not with Richard to protect them. Then where have they gone?
This is for my father.
Our village has been desecrated. Creator, forgive those who did this. I never thought I'd see you again in this world. Spirits be thanked. The spirits never abandoned us. Never, Tamra. Never. She was taken slave by Kaldor's men when they attacked our village. You can't imagine what I saw. Killing. The blood. And it was minders doing it. Via. And Kerr. Slashing men to the ground. My son. Killing man after man. His clothes were soaked with their blood. It was the Seeker who led them to do this. That isn't Richard. There's magic at work here. Haldor's men tried to run, but the Seeker killed them anyway. Maybe he thought he had to. These men are savages, slavers and killers. If Richard let them go, they may have come back.
Taylor.
Zed, what is it?
Inscriptions written in an ancient wizard's tongue. One I learned long ago.
There are more inside the temple. You've never known what they meant.
They mean what I think they do. And there's no telling what terrible things Richard may be capable of. Find him. Bring him back here as quickly as you can. Clara!
Richard is truly out of control. Then maybe only more Sith magic can stop him from using the sword.
Caldor's main camp.
All those tents. There must be 100 men.
That's 100 more souls for us to send to the Keeper.
How do we fight that many?
We don't.
These are the men who killed our fathers. We can't let them live.
We won't.
If we're not gonna fight them, then how?
We're going to burn them while they sleep.
You all right?
Fine.
Richard?
What do you want?
You need to go back to the village. All of you.
We're not finished with Caldor.
More killing only serves the Keeper and everything we're fighting against. The miners have their village back. You've taught them to defend themselves. Isn't that enough?
No, it's not. Let's move.
Richard. You're not yourself. Put down the sword.
Not until Caldor and every one of its men are dead. You can stand with us. You can fight against us.
I'm not gonna let you do this! Richard, no!
Kara. Kara! Kara!
There's nothing I can do for her. I don't have my powers back yet. You're healers. You can help her.
Maybe I shouldn't.
What?
Did the Creator give me the gift of healing so I could put a killer back in the fight? Only to kill again? Isn't that a Mordsmith's life? One long killing?
You don't know anything about Kara. If you can't save her, but you let her die, isn't that the same as killing her yourself?
Take her to my home.
How could I do it, Zed? How could I raise the sword to Kalen? Nearly kill Kara? How could I have slaughtered all those slavers?
I have something to show you. These writings tell the story of a bloodthirsty warlord who used dark magic to chain a clan of fierce warriors to his will 3,000 years ago. Through the chain flowed a storm of bloodlust and rage. Together, the warlord and his warriors rampaged through the Midlands, leaving death and destruction in their wake.
Who was this warlord fighting?
Anyone and everyone. He was mad for blood and power. Finally, he was captured and beheaded on the spot where this temple now stands. The greatest wizard at that time, fearing that the warlord's bloodthirsty men would become chained to another dark master, put a binding spell on them that would cause them and their descendants to sicken and die if they ever again raised arms in violence.
Those warriors were ancestors of the miners. And when you removed the binding spell, they were free to fight again.
Yes. And free to become chained to another master.
Me. How? Why?
Because, Richard, the madman that first put the spell on them was named Canton Rao. He was your ancestor. Start with water, the foundation of all elements. That's you. To the water, we add alum. That's the minders. When I removed the binding spell, the minders became chained to your will. But the water stayed calm as long as you stayed calm. But then, you added the magic of the sword of truth to the brew. And that was the vinegar. 3 elements, Richard. Each of them harmless on their own. But together, a catastrophe.
Because now that we're chained together, when I feel the rage, so do the minders.
Yes.
And to protect the minders, we need to break the chain. Maybe if I got far away from them.
Oh, I don't think that would work. The chain seems to be like a confessor's magic, which is broken neither by time nor distance.
So whenever I pick up the sword, no matter where I am,
Every time you use the sword and lose yourself to your rage, they will too.
then I need to learn to control the sword again.
I don't know if it's possible. Magic of the sword may have become too potent. But I'll do what I can.
Seems so unlikely, Zed. Of all the clans in the Midlands, I just happened to meet one that's magically chained to my bloodline.
Nothing in this world just happens, Richard. The compass pointed us in their direction.
Why?
The compass is supposed to guide the seeker's way. Maybe that means more than just showing us where to go.
You think there's something I need to do here? To help me find this stone?
Maybe. Maybe there's something you needed to learn. About your ancestry. About yourself. Who knows? Maybe you were brought here to find an army to fight with.
Seeker! Haldor's men! They're coming. Always and again, killing only brings more killing.
Zed, have your powers returned? Can you fight?
I couldn't incinerate a fly.
Kara's hurt. Zed can't fight. It's you and me, and the miners we trained. Against dozens of men.
You'll need this.
No. Not after what I did to Kara.
We don't know if the minders can fight without the sword's rage fueling their courage.
Zed, when I hold that sword, all I feel is hatred. What happens if I use it in battle and the Fury takes control of me? I can't trust myself with it anymore. Not yet, anyway.
Then what do we do?
My mother and the other minders still have the binding spell on them. You know they can't fight.
They just have to look like they can.
Halt!
The minders want nothing more than to remain in their village and live in peace. But if you force them to fight, they'll fight to the death. Your death. It's your choice.
It's your fault, Seeker. These people were clever enough to know not to fight back until you came. Now we're here to take blood for blood.
You've already tasted the wrath of the minders. And now you're outnumbered. 4-1.
If I do decide to let you live, how do I know the moment we turn our backs, your peace-loving friends won't attack us?
I'm the leader of this clan. You have my word.
Only a fool trusts his enemy.
I know this woman, Lord Caldor. She's telling you the truth. I would stake my life on that.
I accept your assurances. But you have my word that if any of your clan attack one of my men, I'll be back with 1,000. Every one of you will die! We need to restrain you so no one gets hurt while Richard and I work with the sword.
I'm sorry. I hope you won't have to stay here for long.
What if the magic's too strong? What if you can't control it?
Then I won't use the sword again.
How will the Seeker complete his quest without the Sword of Truth?
Let the power of the magic rise within you. Don't resist it. I don't want to lose control. The rage is part of you, Richard. Fighting against it only makes it stronger. What do you feel? Anger! At what? Everything! That's no reason. What are you angry at? Dark and Raw! You've killed him. You've used that anger up. What are you angry at? The Keeper. The Keeper didn't drag you into this fight. You released him. What are you angry at? Losing my father and brother and everything I knew in Heartlands. Everybody has to grow up and leave home. That's nothing for a man to moan about. What are you angry at?